Hi, I'm Miles from Chorley Group GoEV, and today we're going to talk about the MG iSMART app. I'm going to show you how you pair it to the car, and we're going to show you the sort of features and functions that it offers customers. So the first thing you'll need to do is download the iSMART app, and that's found on the Google Play Store or on Apple's App Store, and it's called MG iSMART. And when you've downloaded that and open it, then on the screen you'll need to pair up your car with the vehicle. So to do that, you go onto the home screen, you swipe across from the right to left, and you've got a button that says User. If you click on that, it should bring up a QR code. So you then use the phone to scan the QR code and then click Login, and that then confirms that you are linked to this car. And just give it a minute or two to communicate with the server and get the information. It may just take a while depending on how busy the server is for that to work. Then it'll load into the main screen. We'll see here we've got remote control. So that shows you the current status of the vehicle. So you can see whether the car's locked or unlocked. You can see whether it's parked or currently driving and running. You can see the current battery percentage, and you can see the remaining range as a guess based on how it's been driven so far. So at the moment you'll see it says 85%. And it's saying a remaining range of 217 miles. And then at the bottom there's some other controls. You've got central locking, air conditioning, aircon blowing and front window demist. Those functions you can use from outside the vehicle to control the climate control, to make it so that, for example, if the car's frozen on a cold winter's day, we can set the climate control to start running and de-ice the car. So first of all, if we click onto the central locking button, it'll ask you for a security code. Now you've previously set this up when you've paired the car. So in this case I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, very easy. And I can then set the car to lock or unlock. What you'll also see, if we click onto the battery percentage here, it's showing 85%. Now it gives us a slider here. We can actually move this across, so I can set the charging maximum to say 90% or 100%, or if the battery's further discharged I could move it down to 80 or 60, etc. And I could start charging straight away by pressing the start charging button if it was plugged in. There's also scheduled charging. If I go on to here, I can set a timer so that, for example, if I've got a cheap off-peak electric tariff, I can set it that if the car's plugged in, it wouldn't start charging until midnight in this case, and finish at 4:30 if you're on the Octopus Go tariff. So we can set up scheduled charging times, and again we confirm it with the security code on here. So now if I've saved this, when the car's plugged in, if it's plugged in now at 10 AM, it wouldn't actually start charging until midnight, unless I go back on the app and click on start charging, and then it'll override the timers and it'll charge straight away. So that's a really good function, that we can set the charging timers from inside our house, our nice warm house, rather than being sat in the car like I am currently. What we can also do on the application though is, as I say, we can lock, unlock the car, and we can use the climate control. To demonstrate that, I'm going to get out of the vehicle and show you from outside. So the functionality of this might be that, say for example, you've parked your car up at the train station, you get on the train, you're just about to leave this at the station, and you go, oh crikey, did I lock the car? Well, you can look on the app, you can see if it's currently unlocked, and if you press the central locking button and press 1, 2, 3, 4, my security code, it will then lock the car for us. So we don't need to be next to the car, we don't need to be in range of the key. As long as we've got the app with us, we can lock or unlock the car whenever it suits us. One of the other things obviously is, I say, if the car's frozen up and you think, oh, you know, it's been snowing during the day, I'm getting out to my car at 5 o'clock at night and it's covered in snow, I could do with it warming up. We can use the air conditioning system to warm it up. So press AC, again put the security code in, it turns the air conditioning on, it'll then start heating up the interior and warm everything through so that you get into a nice warm vehicle. And this is a feature that a few other electric cars have had over the years. It's the first time that MG's brought it to market, but it means that it's bring it up to date with all the rest of the manufacturers, but at a price point which is significantly better than many of its competitors. So when you select remote control climate control, it's going to light up the tail lights on the car so that you can see visually that it's accepted the instruction, and obviously you'll see it on the app as well. So here we've got a picture of the little fan here at the front of the vehicle. What you can then do is you can click on this HVAC tag on the side, and that allows you to adjust the temperature. So if it's a particularly cold day, you might want the heating to be set to 22 or 24 or anywhere up to 30 degrees. Obviously, it's the middle of summer and you're going to be getting back to a car that's been parked in the hot sun all day. It might be that you want to drop that down to say 18 degrees to give you a nice cool air when you get into the vehicle. So you just adjust that with the temperature setting up or down on there, and then click send, and that will send that to the car and it'll update the temperature. By default, it'll just go to the last temperature that was set in the vehicle. So if you had it set to 22 degrees before, that's what it's going to go to now. MG Touchpoint shows you where the nearest service stations are, and also shows you there's a health check on the vehicle, so you can make sure that the vehicle has got no issues with it. So click on this vehicle health here, it will go through, scan 100%, and it will show you a report showing that all the doors are closed, etc. The driver's windows are closed, the tyre pressures. It will show you the battery voltage on the car as well, and the interior and exterior temperature. So those features there can be useful as well if you want to just check at a glance, what are the tyre pressures. Okay, does that tyre look a bit low? You can actually check on the app and see what it's reporting. With the Trophy Connect, you also get access to Amazon Music. So we'll show you now how to log into an Amazon account, and how that will then allow you to stream music on the move. So the Trophy Connect comes with Amazon Music streaming included. So what does that mean? Well, if you click on Amazon Music and then it loads you up with an Amazon sign-in screen, if you don't have an Amazon account already, you can create a new Amazon account. That you don't need to pay anything for that. That just means that you've got a login username and password. That then gives you access to a free Amazon streaming account. The proviso of that is, though, that you will get a few adverts every few songs, and you get a restricted catalogue compared to the full version of Amazon Music. If you have an Amazon Prime account already, as I do, then if we click sign in, and it will then ask me to approve a notification on my phone. So if we click to accept the notification and say that was me, then that will then approve, go through, and we're now linked with my Amazon Music account. So the benefit of having the Amazon account on the car itself is it streams all of this music using the data connection from the SIM card that's built into the vehicle. So MG pays for that SIM card, it's included for the lifetime of the vehicle. So if you've got this car for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, that data connection is paid for by MG with no subscription payable by yourself. And it means that you can stream music from the cloud without it affecting your mobile data contract using data up on your phone. So if you're on a restricted data plan, or perhaps if you don't have a smartphone at all, this gives you an access to a way to stream music. Now, this is a multi-network SIM, and so far we've not really found any areas where it's got dead spots, even in some of the more remote areas, the Yorkshire Dales where I live. So it means that, again, where if you're normally on a EE or O2 and there's poor coverage in that area, this will automatically switch to the next available network to keep you going. And that also works the navigation as well, which of course, if you are using the sat-nav on Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, sometimes can have dead spots if you don't have a network connection. Instead, this is all fed through from this multi-network SIM. One of the other features we've got on the Trophy Connect version is it's got voice controls. So by pressing the voice control button here, you can then give commands to the car to do various things. So for example, you can tell it to open up the sky roof, you can tell it to adjust the temperature on the climate control. So for example,
I'm here.
Open the sunroof. And here we have, it's opening the sunroof. If we want to close the sunroof, again we just press the button.
Hi.
Close the sunroof. We can tell it to change the temperature. So for example,
I'm listening.
set the climate control to 24 degrees.
Temperature is set to 24 degrees Celsius.
Play music. So using the app we can also find my car. So we click on find my car, that's going to locate the vehicle. You can see again scrolling in now, you can see where we are parked here on Westgate. We're also able to set the horn and lights to start flashing as well. So if you wanted to find your car within the car park, we can do that remote control using the app as well. I won't do that now because I don't think the neighbours will be too happy with me. But overall, hopefully that's given you an overview of some of the features on the iSMART app. I think it's a welcome addition to the MG brand. We'll look forward to it coming onto cars in the future as well. And so thank you very much for watching this video. Remember, if you've got any questions, please do get in contact with us here at Chorley Group.